Hey guys, welcome back to another video at Jensen's Reptiles. I got a request for heating for bearded dragons from Roman Gladiator, so this video is for you. The question was whether or not to use heat mats for bearded dragons and how to maintain a nighttime temperature if you're using heat lamps. So, here's Yoshi, he's just enjoying his breakfast now and probably wondering why I've put a camera in his face. So here's his setup on this hot side. So we have a halogen basking lamp here, a regular basking bulb at the back here, which will come on midday. I'll explain why in just a moment. And then at the back, we've got a ceramic heater. He's also got his UV lighting running across the back here. So the reason I wouldn't use a heat mat for a bearded dragon is because they tend to burrow down into the substrate to get cooler. So naturally, the sun bakes the earth, creates a surface temperature, and the further you go down from that, obviously up to a point, it's cooler. So they'll tend to shift their body down into substrate for initial warmth, and then it's cooler the further you go down. So what I do over here is create a basking spot, and thanks to the camera you can kind of see perfectly this basking area. So I use these sandstone slabs which retain a lot of heat, so in the evening after the lights have gone off these still stay warm. And then over here this other spot will come on at around midday, so that's to replicate the heat of the day in Australia where bearded dragons come from. You're looking at around a pretty high temperature in that peak time of the day. So early morning the halogen light will come on, that starts to warm up this side. Midday this light at the back will come on for a couple of hours and temperatures will really go up over here. That light will then go off, and then in the evening this light will go off, and that's before his UV light will go off. So the UV light is on all day, then comes on this one, then this one, then this one will go off, then this one will go off, then this one. And then in regards to thermostats, so these two light bulbs that you see over here are on a dimming stat, and that's the probe for them right there. So during the heat of the day, all of the temperatures are controlled by that stat, which will dim these lights accordingly should it get too warm. And then at night time, so this is where it gets a little bit different. So obviously using basking lights, I don't want them on at night time, so I use a ceramic heater for the evening. Now this tank retains heat wonderfully, so the ceramic here at the back would only ever come on if the room were to get particularly cold, which with the amount of animals in it would only ever be down to a power cut, so this would be useless anyway. But occasionally it does pulse once or twice just to maintain that nighttime temperature. And over here I have the thermostat that does that for me. This is the microclimate Magic Eye thermostat, so this will control my daytime and nighttime temperatures should anything go wrong with the light bulbs. It has a sensor in it so it knows when it's dark, at which point the nighttime temperatures will kick in, and that's what the ceramic controls. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions about how the stats work or why I have it set up this way, then do let me know. You also kind of want to achieve a temperature gradient in the air for these animals. They do have high air temperatures where they come from. So with a heat mat, obviously you're just getting heat from the ground and you get no real air temperature, which is a problem. So we have the lamps over here, and then this is a 4-foot enclosure, so you can see as it goes over here, this side is not getting any direct heat, but it is still getting the transfer of air temperature. So over on this side we're looking at temperatures of around 26 degrees Celsius, and over here we're looking at about 30 degrees to 32 in the summer. So currently it's winter here, so his temperatures have dropped down a little, so I have them between 28 and 30. And then at night time his temperatures will sit around 24 degrees in here, and that's actually my average room temperature. And these animals can deal with a lot colder if they have to, but obviously I want to keep him happy and comfortable, so that's the temperature I keep him at. He's got a cave here so he can get out of the UV lighting, I've learnt a lot about UV lighting of late, and one thing I should not have done is had my UV strip light run the entire length of the enclosure, and I should have had it stop around here. So it should be 2/3 of the enclosure, and there should be a UV dead zone really. You're still going to get UV light in it, but you don't want it to be direct. So I've got him this cave so that he can go in there whenever he wants to, and in the winter he's actually in there quite a lot, you know, brumation, things like that. So yeah, that's it really. If you have any questions about the heating or lighting or bearded dragons in general, do let me know in the comments, or you can follow my Facebook page or Instagram if you just want to see lovely pictures of these animals. Just search Jensen's Reptiles and I should pop up everywhere. So yeah, that's it really. One last thing, if any of you are interested in following more reptile pages and you're interested in seeing more awesome animals on YouTube, go and check out Jake's Reptiles. I'll leave the link in the description. He's a really cool guy who's starting to get into amphibians, and he's got reptiles already, and yeah, so if you could go follow him, that would be awesome. I know he'll appreciate it, I'll appreciate it. So hope you're having a lovely day, and I will catch up with you all soon.